All right, listen, brother, if you're a man over 40 and you're working out the same way you did in your 20s, you're making an absolute mistake. Look, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I do, my workout split, and I'm gonna help you avoid injuries, put on muscle, have fun while you're in the gym, and save time. So let me break it down for you. Monday, we got legs. Tuesday, back. Wednesday, shoulders. Thursday, chest. Friday, arms. You notice I'm not doing chest on Monday, which seems to be International Chest Day for some reason. We're gonna change it up so you got the whole leg room to yourself if your gym has a leg room. So this is our Monday through Friday. We're gonna do 2 to 3 sets per body part. We're gonna do 2 to 3 exercises per body part. We're gonna do 8 to 12 repetitions per set. We're gonna do 60 to 90 seconds rest between exercises, and we're gonna use a 3-1-3 tempo, meaning you're gonna lower the weight for 1, 2, 3, you're gonna pause it for a second, and you're gonna go back up 1, 2, 3, which is gonna give you an excellent mind-muscle connection. You are going to do 30 minutes of cardio after your workout. We're gonna use full range of motion on each one of these exercises, meaning you're not just gonna come to here, you're gonna come all the way down here and stretch that muscle. You're gonna come all the way up here and stretch that muscle. I'm gonna show you while we're working out. And then we're going to do probably a total of an hour each day. That means 5 hours each week. You got 168 hours in a week. As you can see, you got plenty of time for life. You got 1,440 minutes in a day. I'm just saying that to show you this shouldn't take a lot of time. You should be in and out of the gym, provided you're not talking, you're not bullshitting around, and you're just focusing on exactly what it is you should be doing. Let's go. So we're gonna do legs. Today's Monday. We're gonna do legs. The first exercise, and I think the most basic exercise and the most overlooked exercise for legs, is squats. We as humans squat. If you can't squat down here to the ground and just chill, you're really not squatting properly. So let me break this down to you as I explain to you the importance of doing this. So feet are hip width apart, toes are slightly pointed out, bars either high up or low down in your back. Either way, whatever's more comfortable for you. You're squatting down, butt goes back, eyes stay forward, and you come down as low as you can go. Exhale on the way up, noticing the tempo. With this tempo, 3, 1, 2, 3, pause for 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't need a lot of weight. This is what's going to keep you safe. Not using weight that is too heavy so you hurt your back, you compromise your form, and you do things that aren't going to give you the opportunity to continue to do this, because the goal is to do this for the rest of your life. So again, squatting, I'm coming in here, unracking the bar, putting it in a comfortable position, positioning my feet, chest is up, eyes are forward. Inhale, squat down. Nice and slow tempo. You don't need a ton of repetition. You don't need a ton of weight, and you don't need to waste a ton of time. Now we're gonna move over to probably the next most time-honored exercise there is, leg extension. You wanna put on a weight that you can manage, once again, for 8 to 12 repetitions. 8 to 12 is the hypertrophy zone. That is where you build muscle. You should choose a weight that you can do at least 8, but no more than 12. So if I can do 50 reps, that means I should go up in weight. So right here, this is a little bit light for me, but this is for demonstration purposes only. Once again, it's down, 1, 2, 3, pause for 1, up, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds is slower than you think. You need to really slow down, because we have this tendency to do these exercises where we get momentum. This will bust me in the face if I do that. But so it's 1, 2, 3. Even if you go a little bit longer, that's fine. So now I'm connecting my mind to the muscle, down nice and slow. I did 5 reps, it's burning already. And then the last exercise that I'm gonna do, look, you notice I'm not doing 7 different exercises for legs. It's not necessarily, as long as I'm getting a squat in, that's getting pretty much everything. I am getting a leg extension in, that's focusing on my quads. Now I'm gonna go here and get hamstrings. So I sit here, curl up, same thing. So I got quads, I got hamstrings, and I got everything I need right here to get a great leg workout. So after this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go hit my cardio, because what I've done is deplete the glycogen store in my muscles. So because I've worked out all of that excess energy that's in there, I can now go do my cardio and get more bang for my buck in 15, 20, 30 minutes of cardio, whatever you have time for, and whatever level you want to go after it. So if you push yourself even harder, doing an incline on the treadmill and walking at a fast pace, what I like is a 10% incline at about 3.8 miles per hour and for about 30 minutes. Welcome to Tuesday. Tuesday we got back. All right, so let's go over Monday again and re-emphasize the importance of choosing the right exercises for you. Just because I showed you squats, extensions, and curls doesn't mean that's right for you. What you need to do is choose exercises. Say, for example, you have a bad knee and you cannot squat. Clark, I can't squat all the way to the ground like you did. I get it, I understand it. Work within your abilities. And look, all you gotta do is comment below. I'll give you alternate exercises. Stay in contact with me. So with that being said, the 3 exercises that I've chosen today for our back workout are pull downs, pull ups, and low rows. There's certainly a variety of other exercises that you could perform, but the bottom line is this. Like I said, full range of motion, and you'll see it. Tempo, mind-muscle connection, 8 to 12 repetitions with the proper weight. That is it. This is not about lifting heavier than your buddy. This is not about how strong you are or how strong you're not. It's about getting the most out of where you're currently at, and you will get better. So here we go. So pull downs, I'm very fortunate to have a great home gym. And again, if you have to modify some of these, modify them. I'm going to go right here. We're going to take a wide grip. Most pull down machines are coming from one pulley, not 2 like this. I like these 2 because it kind of is off balance. So you can see I have a full range of motion here. I am activating my lats by pulling my scapula down and then now pulling down and squeezing my lat muscles. Something that I want you to think about is pulling from your elbow. So as I'm up here, I'm thinking about my elbow, not my hands, and I'm pulling down here. That activates the lat muscles even more. Notice the tempo is nice and slow. I'm squeezing everything up nice and slow right there, just like that. So let me explain this idea of pulling from the elbows. You want to think about pushing or pulling from the first joint that's not connected to the muscle. So my shoulder joint is connected to my lats. So the first joint that's not connected to my lats is not my hand, it's my elbow. So if I think about pulling from here and not from here, it's going to increase the mind-muscle connection. So I'm sitting here, pulling from the elbow, boom, that's all lats. And I don't have a lot of weight on here. I could probably do 50 reps with this weight, but that doesn't matter because I am really getting the mind-muscle connection. So now what I'm gonna do is take this off and go into pull-ups. Pull-ups. Maybe you need to have the assist. There are machines in the gym where you can offset your weight with the machine's weight, and it will help you through range of motion and to be able to complete a pull-up. I realize a lot of people can't do a pull-up. I can't do a lot, but what I can do, I do the best I can. You've got a variety of grips. I'm gonna go right here, all the way down, pull up, full range of motion, down. Now these, you can just get through them. Whatever you gotta do to get through your pull-ups, just finish them. So I could spot myself right here with this bench. If I push myself up and then just lower myself, watch, I'm pushing myself up, I'm hanging, and now I'm just lowering myself. Let me give you a pro tip. If you just lower yourself, there is a 70% carryover from eccentric, lowering, to concentric, pulling up. I'm gonna show you one more time. So I'm getting myself up here from the bench, I'm holding, and now I'm just lowering myself. I'm not pulling up, I'm standing up, I'm hanging and lowering. That right there will work your lats. Moving on. Now we go to mid rows, low rows. Simply remove this, get it out of the way, get my Batman handle. I'm Batman. Criminal scum like you made me. The key here is getting a good stretch. Full stretch, sit up, pull in, elbows back. So let me teach you something about what I just did here. Some people will tell you that it's not safe to lean forward with weight while you're doing this. What I learned from Paul Chek years ago is it is safe to do this as opposed to just this if I'm using 70% or less than my 1 rep max. So if I can do 200 pounds, if I'm below 70% of that 200 pounds, do the math for yourself, I can effectively and safely use my whole body integrated. Now, if I'm above 200 pounds, I would want to stay right here and just pull like this. Does that make sense? Because I'm not compromising my lower back by coming down here. So because I have light weight, I can do this. Again, this is about you keeping yourself safe. So we did pull downs, pull ups, and rows. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday, shoulder day. Pretty basic. Again, I'm only doing 3 exercises. If you need to do more, you can do more. If you believe that 3 is not enough, you've been misled, because remember, it's about getting the most bang for your buck and really getting your mind and muscle connected. So I'm gonna start with shoulder press. I only have 30 pounds here. I can do these shoulder presses standing, like this, or I could do these shoulder presses seated, like this. This is worth mentioning. Your core, which we haven't talked about yet, but we will, is the basis of all human movement. So sitting here like this, I'm thinking about my core like a brick wall. So when I throw these weights up, I'm focusing on my core, keeping it nice and strong. That makes my extremities work better, believe it or not. Down nice and slow. Exhale on the way up. And this is where you really feel it in your core, and then down nice and slow. And this is a perfect weight for me, actually. 30 pounds is all I need. But if I was rushing through like this, I could use more weight, but it wouldn't be as effective. You need to get rid of your ego and your pride when you're lifting weights. Full range of motion. Down, nice and slow. Just like that. Once again, you could do that standing or seated. Next exercise. This is one a lot of people mess up, a lateral shoulder raise. So I'm gonna choose a lightweight, 10 pounds. I could go heavier, but for the purposes of this demonstration, let me show you here. So I have the weights in front of me. I'm not gonna pour them out. A lot of people say pour a pitcher. I want you to do something. Just take your hand, bring it up here and turn it down like that. You feel an impingement in your shoulder. So the proper way to do these, elbows are slightly bent like this, and you're coming straight out. And again, you're lifting from your elbow. So if you pretended someone had a rope above and they were pulling from your elbow, not lifting from your hands, lifting from your elbow, and then your hand stays in the same line. It's not down, it's not back, straight up. So pulling up from the elbow, that emphasizes the side delt. That's what you want. Remember in pumping iron when Arnold said it's like putting clay on an area? This is how you get the mind-muscle connection. If you're picturing that and you're coming up and you picture like putting clay on here and you're building it up and you're building it up with every single rep, that's how you get mind-muscle connection. So once again, I'm here. My mind is locked in. My eyes are shut. I'm focused in. Headphones, locked into my world. Look, I'm just shooting this video, demonstrating this for you, but I'm getting a great workout right now. That's the beauty of this stuff. All right, last exercise, rear delts. Let's go here on this bench. I'm all the way to the edge of the bench. I'm bent over. Weights are behind. They're coming up in front of my ears. Not back here. That's more tricep. I'm coming up in front. And I know I'm not doing 3-0-3 like I said. That's how you got to stay focused in, because we get in these patterns of rushing. Oh yeah, I feel that. So the rear delts are vitally important. We don't see these in the mirror when we're looking at ourselves, but they're back there. And when you take your shirt off, People see it, but more importantly than that, this is great for your posture. Oh yeah. 2 more. This is turning into a workout for me. Good. There we go. So look, I am proving to myself while I'm doing this for you that 3 exercises is sufficient. We're not done yet, okay? We're gonna move on to, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Look, I'm doing these one after another. This is real time for me right now. And once again, I'm getting my workout. So we did legs, back, shoulders. Today we're gonna do chest. We could do all dumbbells. We could do barbells. We could do push-ups. Once again, I know I'm saying this over and over again, but there are so many different things that you could do. And what you wanna do is change it up every 4 to 6 weeks. So if you are doing the same exercises with the same tempo and the same weights and the same angles, if you simply change the angle, you changed the exercise. If you change the weight, you change the neurological response. If you change the tempo and you go a little bit faster, which is acceptable, you've changed your entire workout. You could even change something as simple as the diameter of the grip. If you put a towel on here and make it bigger, it changes the entire workout. You need to understand this. Your body is so adaptive. So since I have a dumbbell in my hand, we're gonna do incline presses. Now, I like to start with incline because most guys that I've worked with, myself included, my upper chest is kind of lacking in its development. So it makes sense that I would start there with the body part or the part of that muscle group that is lacking the most. So this is going to emphasize, some would argue if there's a difference in anything, but for shits and grins, this is going to emphasize the upper part of the chest. So I got some 40 pounders here. I'm gonna come, throw the weights up, locked in, come down nice and slow. Full range of motion. The books would say that you're only supposed to come to here. If you have the laxity in your shoulder to come all the way down and touch the dumbbells here, then do that. If you don't, then by all means, stop right here. And that goes with any exercise. So I'm coming all the way down because this is what I like to do. Exhale on the way up, nice and slow. And I feel those 3 reps already. Down, right here, lock it in, and play games with yourself. See how slow you can go. And then if you want to come down slow and press up fast, that's something that you can do as well. I'm not saying that this routine I'm showing you here right now is the end all be all. I'm saying this is a great place to start. So we have that, and if I go very simply, just flatten this out. I like to put my feet up. Makes my lower back feel flat. Just make sure you're safe. So we're going to a flat press now. And look, here's a variation. I could press up one side, lower it down, press up the alternate side, lower it down, put them up, keep one up. This is all changing. My mind has got to figure this out. I could do this. Just that in and of itself, you could do all of that in one set like I just did. You're not limited. People get locked into these workouts that are so lame. Now the final thing I'm gonna do is go down here, finish with some push-ups. Can't go wrong with push-ups. Make sure your body's straight. Again, this is not it. You could do flies. You could do cable flies. There's a ton of stuff. Just make sure you follow my page. I'm gonna keep adding more things for you here. And then when you're done, pop up like a G. Now, we move on to arms. Happy Friday. All right, so we're gonna alternate triceps and biceps. I'm gonna start with triceps. I love overhead tricep exercises. So we're gonna start with overhead tricep extensions. I have them above me, got a nice rope here. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna use more weight. So this is a Kaiser machine, this is air. So this is a good thing worth pointing out. Resistance is resistance is resistance. Whether it's air, and you can hear the compressor, whether it's weights, it could be babies, puppies, I don't suggest that, but anything heavier than gravity is resistance, and that will work your muscle. I'm gonna come out here and extend all the way out. So this is full range of motion. I'm coming all the way back, even kind of stretching back here a little bit. You could flare out 8 to 12 reps. Remember, I'm choosing a weight that is challenging. I can do at least 8, but no more than 12. If I can easily do more than 12, I simply go back here, add a little bit more weight. That's totally fine. That's where journaling comes into play. I'm not a big journaler, but if you write it down, you know where you finished off in your last workout. So this is a good weight for me right here. And then from here, I'm gonna go over to this again. If you can rig something like this up in your gym or wherever you train at, this is super cool. I love cable curls. Typically it would go off of 1 cable, but I have it on 2 here, which gives me this kind of unstable environment. Knees are slightly bent, activating the core, curling up. I'm gonna tell you another little trick here. I could offset one side, make one side a little bit heavier, one plate heavier. Now my mind is gonna freak out. So I gotta balance this, and it's just causing your body to get better. It's causing your body to become more aware, because life is not linear. Life is not perfectly balanced. We have to train in ways that causes our body to really challenge itself. In one plate, I feel it. Now what I would do is just switch it around, put the heavier side on the left side. So now we're gonna go to another one of my favorites, overhead dumbbell. Sit right here, all the way down. So you can see I'm going through full range of motion here. Nice and slow. And also I'm activating my abs. We're gonna do abs after we're all done here. So back to biceps. Let's get some dumbbells here. We'll go just some basic dumbbell curls. You could do alternating curls. You could take these dumbbells and do them together like this. Oh man. I'm glad I could do this for you, because I'm getting my workout in right now. And as we shoot this video, it's Friday. This would be the day that I'll be doing exactly what I'm doing here. And this is exactly what I do. And of course I change it up. Then if my buddies want to come in and join me, I do what they're doing, but I don't let them affect my outcome. All right, so back to triceps. So we did overhead extensions with a dumbbell and a rope. Now we're gonna do a dumbbell kickback right here, just like that. And I'm, in all honesty, making these up as I go. I didn't have them written out for you. I'm making them up as I go, because here's the deal that you need to understand. All of this comes out in the end. You're not doing this for 12 weeks. You're doing this for the rest of your life. You are committed to a process of change. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, if you need help with that, message me. I got a program. It's called Maximize Man Elite. There's a link down here somewhere. Click on it, check it out, go watch the other video. Look at the testimonials from the other guys that didn't think they could do this. And look at me breathing heavy from this simple workout. This is real stuff. So I got one more bicep exercise to do here. I can simply pop this off, or I can even go right here, watch. I'm just gonna make this up. No, I'm gonna show you one a Russian guy taught me in the gym one day. This strong Russian dude showed me this exercise, and I absolutely loved it. Pop this on here. It's a good weight. So what he did was he took the weight, he stepped out here, and full range of motion. Oh yeah. See, my elbows are inside my knees. I'm getting full range of motion all the way back. This is key with biceps. So what you want to do is don't cheat yourself and come down just to here. A lot of guys will do this. I want your arms fully extended all the way at the bottom. Come up. Fully extended all the way at the bottom, like you're starting from scratch every single time. Just like that right there. So you might be asking yourself now, Clark, what about abs? Remember, abs are not necessarily made with crunches, planks, or anything like that. They're made with all of these things put together. Your weight training, your cardio, which you're doing 15 to 30 minutes after every single one of these workouts. They're made, as they say, in the kitchen, but I'm gonna tell you where they're made first, right here. You will not get abs unless you commit to a process of being consistent with a workout like this or something similar, doing your cardio, eating the right food for you, and you will begin to see a change in your body. Abs will probably show up after below 10% body fat. I have a lot of favorite abdominal exercises. What is my current favorite ab exercise? I'm gonna tell you, it's one that most guys cannot do. It's the ab rollout right here. But you can do it, so I'll show you how you'd wanna do it first. You get one of these, 12 bucks on Amazon. A little knee pad, and simply roll out like this. I promise you, you do as many reps as you can do with this perfectly, you're gonna feel it tomorrow. And eventually, you'll be able to go on your legs, roll all the way out like that. So you're gonna wanna train your abs a couple days a week, but you need to understand that when you lift weights, you're training your abs because, like I said before, all human movement originates from your core. So if you're doing a jumping jack, that's originating from your core. If you're throwing, if you're having sex, if you're running, it's all originating from your core. So you're training your abs every single day of your life. That's why it's important that when you're just standing around, pull your stomach in nice and tight, activate your transverse abdominis muscle. There's so much more I could get into for you, but I'm gonna stop here because we did legs, back, shoulders, chest, arms, 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 3, 1, 3, tempo, mind muscle connection, full range of motion, cardio after. Total time should be about an hour, maybe a little bit longer in the gym, but if you think about it, with respect to how much time you have, 168 hours in a week, 1,440 minutes in a day. If you're investing 60 of those minutes a day into your health and fitness, the return on investment is phenomenal. If you need more information, please follow this page, set your notifications, share it with somebody, subscribe to it, ask your questions below, and if you need help, join my program, Maximize Man Elite, because I know for sure you can change, and you can change for the better. Not that you need to, you're awesome already, but you know what I'm saying. Let's go.